Trumpeter swans are truly majestic birds. Snowy white feathers, a jet black bill, black legs and feet. This is the heaviest living bird native to North America, weighing in up to 35 pounds, with a wingspan of up to 8 feet. With Mount Baker looking down on the valley, the Skagit, north of Seattle, is the winter home to thousands of trumpeter swans. The conservation status is now listed as least concerned, but this wasn't always the case. Trumpeter swans were plentiful across North America in the early 1700s. I have found estimates of over 100,000. But by the early 19th century, they had been eliminated along the eastern seaboard. And by the early 20th century, there were thought to be less than 100 swans left below the Canadian border, most located in the greater Yellowstone ecosystem. The reduction in numbers coincided with the European settlement of North America. For the settlers, gunpowder and shot were often a scarce commodity, and game that was slow, often on the ground, and provided a lot of meat was ideal. The trumpeter swan was an easy target. Besides meat, its feathers were used for hats and writing quills. Its down was used to stuff pillows, and its skin was turned into powder puffs for applying cosmetics. No wonder the bird was on the brink of extinction. The first protections came from the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918, which helped curb illegal killing. A decade later, in 1929, the Migratory Bird Conservation Act started the acquisition of land for waterfowl refuges, but there weren't enough birds left to grow the species. By 1933, fewer than 70 of these swans were known to exist worldwide. Extinction seemed certain. Was this to be the swan song for the trumpeters? Then, in the early 1950s, an aerial survey along Alaska's Copper River revealed a population of several thousand trumpeter swans. Now they really started taking off. The Alaskan source enabled aggressive restoration efforts to begin, and the population started rebounding. Careful reintroductions by wildlife agencies and the Trumpeter Swan Society gradually had restored the North American wild population to over 63,000 birds by 2015. Volunteers counted about 11,000 in the Skagit Valley in January 2017, along with about 1,000 of its smaller relative, the tundra swan. With almost 20% of the world's population wintering here, this is why the Skagit is such a great place to see this magnificent bird.